Welcome to week 1 of 2025. I am so excited to have you here. From a lovely workout plan and new opportunities to a concussion, we had it all. So we are going to talk about weekly highlights, reflections, book and insights, unexpected things, and what we are looking forward to next week. Let's dive right into it. Starting with weekly highlights, notable events. After 17 applications, I finally received a new job. I got rid of all the materialistic things that I do not use anymore, and I donated all the clothes that I'm not wearing anymore. In addition, I started my new year, the 1st of January, with a run, and it was absolutely lovely. New experiences. This was the first time in my life that I spent New Year's by myself. I made my traditional food, pelmeni. I enjoyed it while actually sorting the clothes and things that I'm not using anymore. And I believe that was a really good decision because I got the time for myself to reflect how I want to start the year, and I could go to sleep whenever I wanted. So I think this time it was really nice to spend it alone. I finally created sort of a workout plan for me that includes upper body, legs, abs, these type of things, because I also want to combine it with running while not overwhelming myself. And I did kind of start calisthenics in November 2024, but I didn't fully stick to a routine. And now I believe I'm slowly trying to incorporate that, and last week it worked pretty well, since I also want to combine it with stretching. This week was also the first time that I thought about scripting a long-form video on YouTube and to create a weekly reflections update series. Achievements. Definitely creating this video. Signing my contract for the new job, and I have gotten so many followers on my social media channels. I basically started posting reels almost on a daily basis from November 2nd, 2024. So let's check how many followers I have around 2 months later. On TikTok, I have 29, and that has been pretty stable. I think I got a new one, it might be 30 now. On YouTube, I got 37 subscribers currently. And on Instagram, we have 208 followers, which is more people than currently enrolled in my bachelor's program. That is an insane amount of people. So thank you everyone for following me. I am really grateful for you, and let's make the best out of this year together. Another achievement of mine this week is actually being alive. Why? Let's talk about it. Reflections. As I said, I started with calisthenics, so I thought it would be fun to try an elbow lever on my kitchen table, which I did. Just that then I slammed headfirst into the kitchen counter. When I woke up the next day, the pain wouldn't go away, so I immediately went to my health practitioner, and turns out I have a concussion. It's the 4th day of my concussion right now, and I still feel a little bit in my head. So always be careful, and when you exercise, anticipate what can go wrong, because I believe that is an injury that I could have prevented if I would have thought about the things that could go wrong more, instead of being overconfident and just trying to get my feet up as high as possible. However, when something should happen, like it happened to me, and the pain doesn't go away, or best even immediately after it happens, contact your health practitioner or maybe even the ambulance, depending on the case, to make sure that any further damage can be immediately prevented. Another lesson I learned this week is that you can literally tell people not to tell you negative things. What do I mean by this? So I currently have the concussion, right? And a couple of people, I know they are worried about me, but they're talking about worst case scenarios. What if the headaches are not going to go away? What if something else is going to happen? What if this has long-term consequences? And in my shoes, this is not something that is very beneficial for me to hear right now. I'm focusing on my recovery, I'm having my positive thoughts, because I want to quickly get healthy soon again so I can work out, enjoy my life, and just be happy, you know? So having these kind of worst cases flowing around me is not really ideal. Therefore, I decided to tell the people exactly that. And to my surprise, they perfectly understood. So don't be afraid to communicate certain things that you believe are best for you in the moment. Things that worked well. After I applied to multiple positions in Maastricht, I actually showed up in person to the places that I applied to ask how it's going with my application, when I can expect a reply. Sometimes I was told that the position has already been filled, but they did not manage to delete the vacancy. Sometimes I received an email, which is not publicly available, where they told me to send my CV again, which I did. And that is actually how I received the job. Based on that, I would suggest to make an extra effort and go out of your way to make sure to get these opportunities. Before my concussion, I pretty much consistently followed stretches in the morning, in the evening, and also the new workout routine that I was talking about. I managed to post a reel a day for 6 out of the 7 days of this first week, and considering all the things that happened this week in my life, I am very proud of this one. Next week, a couple of things are happening, and I'm preparing for them this week. Hopefully I will be able to update you on this one, and the preparations have been going well. Things that didn't work well. There are 3 habits that I want to implement. Deep work, eating that frog, basically starting with the task that you want to do the least first thing in the day, and waking up early. However, since it's challenging to implement a lot of new habits, I'm focusing on deep work right now. My goal is to have 3 active deep work hours per day. So I started tracking my deep work hours when I work completely without distractions, fully focused on my task, and it's not that much. I expected this to go better, but I think I have been hitting the goal 1 or 2 times, else it would be 1 hour or 2 hours, which I definitely want to improve in. Since I got the concussion, the doctor told me to stay away from screens, to rest, and to take medicine. This made me realize that I'm really used to gadgets. Way too much. When I prepare my food, I instinctively want to listen to my audiobook. When I eat my food, I instinctively want to watch a YouTube video. When I get ready or clean my room, I automatically want to listen to music. And more situations like these would happen. You get the point. So then I ate without any YouTube videos. I wish it would have ended here. But while eating, I was continuously thinking about things I have to do next week, things I need to take care of, emails I need to write. I completely wasn't in the moment with anything I was doing. Again, when I was cleaning, I would just be thinking about things that I still have to do, instead of just enjoying life or my food. So 2 takeaways from here are to stay away more from screens and to try and be more present in the moment and not continuously thinking about the future. I cannot believe that it took me a concussion to realize these things, but here we are. Book and insights. Current book. The current book that I'm listening to is The Psychology of Selling by Tracy. While I'm not selling a product or service currently, he does talk about the power of selling yourself. And whether you want to or not, you're basically always doing it. When you get to know new people, when you're at a workplace, since people always perceive each other, he argues that the more confident you are in yourself, the more positive impact it will have in all areas of your life. Some of the ways in which you can do that are manifestations, visualizations, affirmations, or very interesting one, writing a script to sell yourself to yourself. I didn't do this one yet, but I definitely want to try that. Insights or ideas of the week. When scrolling on my phone, I came across incredibly well-edited videos, cinematic and everything you can think of. One thought popped up of, wow, you cannot do this. Your videos don't look like this. Therefore, it made me feel a little bit inferior. But then I thought that I shouldn't compare my journey to other people's journeys and rather compare my progress to my own. So what I did was watching a video from November and one from January that I created. I could see quite the difference, in a good sense. And that made me smile so much. So when you really feel like comparing yourself to others, instead try to take a step back and compare your past self to your current self. Unexpected things. I had to get a new tongue scraper and I could only find one for 7.99 euros, but I got it and it cleans my tongue so well, so I would definitely recommend it to you to try that. So the quality of the product matters and makes a visible difference. I posted a video of how I received the concussion and suddenly a lot of people would reach out to me and tell me, hey, are you okay? I saw the video, how's it going? And I did not expect that. This is not something I was thinking about when creating the video. My goal was to raise awareness that this is a potential outcome when doing these kind of exercises and people should anticipate it and be careful. So in addition to that, I received a friendly reminder of how many amazing people I have in my life that I can call my friends and family. Do you know ins and outs for the new year? Basically, what you take into the new year with you, like showing up for yourself, a healthy diet, and what you take out of the new year, like eating too many refined sugars, smoking, alcohol, these type of things. So I saw this Instagram post of a girl sharing her ins and outs for the new year. And one of her outs was to stop taking the phone into the bathroom with her. When I was reading that, I felt so called out. From that moment onwards, I stopped taking my gadgets into the bathroom. And guess what? The time that I spent in that room drastically decreased. So maybe try that one out for yourself. Looking forward, goals for next week. I was talking about that there's going to be one big change happening in my life next week, so I want that to happen successfully and prepare for it well. In addition to that, I'm going to start working at my new workplace, and my goal is to remember all of my colleagues' names. At the same time, I would love to build my deep work habit, but since there's so many new things happening for me next week, I'm not going to pressure myself on that one. Things to look forward to. I'm going to learn new things at my job, will experience a new environment, and I signed up to a dance trial class that I'm so excited for already. Therefore, I have a lot of things to look forward to next week. And even though we started the year with a concussion, I believe overall this was a good start into the new year 2025. Now I am curious, how did your first week go? Share your lessons or highlights in the comments. I am excited to read your answers. Thank you for being here. You are amazing and far too great to be standing in your own way. Remember, every step forward counts. See you next week.